In this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 things I love about Malaysia. What is going on, YouTube? Greetings from my balcony here in beautiful Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I figured this was the perfect setting to talk about the things that I love about Malaysia. I've mentioned this before. I spent 20 years in the Navy, and one of the popular stops for Navy ships is Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I've been coming here for a long time, and I was fortunate enough to get to return with remote year and live here for a month. When remote year is over, I plan on continuing to travel, and I know Malaysia is going to be one of the spots that I add to my rotation. And so I figured I'd share with you the 5 reasons I love Malaysia. There's actually more, but these are the top 5 for me personally. Okay, so first, Malaysia is the perfect combination of old and new world. Malaysia really does have everything. They have hip, cool cities like the one behind me. They have quaint little villages. They have beaches. They have mountains. They have jungles. Just about anything you're looking for, you can find here in Malaysia. In cities like Kuala Lumpur, you have the huge skyscrapers like the Petronas Towers here behind me that used to be the tallest building in the world. You have ginormous malls that have the latest fashion trends, and you have all the hipster cafes and coffee shops all over the city. But at the same time, you have the street food vendors, the street markets, the hawkers, the really cool local stuff. If you feel like a traditional coffee, you can pop into an old school coffee shop and get a Kopi C. Or if you feel like a pumpkin spice latte, there's a Starbucks on just about every block here as well. It really is the perfect combination of the old world and the new world here in Malaysia. Okay, so the next item on the list is the food. I've said this a million times to friends who want to travel for food. Go to Malaysia. It has the best food, hands down, without question. The Malay cuisine is just like Malaysia itself. It's very multicultural. It's a blend of Malay, Chinese, Indian, and other Southeast Asian cuisines. It's almost impossible not to find something you'll like to eat here in Malaysia. For me, it's Nasi Lemak. That's the quintessential Malay dish, and some people call it the national dish. It's amazing. When you come to Malaysia, make sure that's the first thing you try. You gotta try Nasi Lemak if you're here in Malaysia. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, if you could please hit that like button, I'd really appreciate it. It helps more people find it. And if you enjoy this type of video, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and you'll get notified when I put out weekly videos. Okay, so the next thing I really love about Malaysia is the great tourist visa for Westerners. When I travel, I like to stay at places and not have to worry about a visa. Here in Malaysia, most Westerners get 90 days, which is awesome and much different than most of the places here in Southeast Asia. Thailand will give you 30 days and then you'll have to go and renew it. Same with Bali. Other countries don't even give you a visa on arrival, like Vietnam and Laos. So Malaysia is just a really easy place to get into and to stay a while if you want to hang out here. For me, it makes it the ideal home base when traveling to Southeast Asia, and it's somewhere that I'm going to spend a lot of time in the future because the visa is just so convenient for a Westerner. Okay, next on the list, Malaysia continues to be one of the most affordable places that you can travel to compared to other destinations. You can stay at a world-class city like the one I'm in right now, Kuala Lumpur, which rivals Hong Kong and Singapore, or you can stay in a really cool place like Georgetown down in Penang, and it's really affordable at a fourth of the cost compared to somewhere like Hong Kong or Singapore or Japan. If you stay in a place like Kuala Lumpur, you can get this awesome view in a 1-bedroom for about $600 a month. An average dinner will cost you about $3, a Coca-Cola will cost you 60 cents, and you can get fufu coffee for under $2 here. According to Nomad List, a local can live for about $800 a month, an expat for about $1,000 a month, and a digital nomad can stay here for about $1,200 a month. So it's still really affordable to stay in a world-class city like Kuala Lumpur. If you head down to Georgetown, Penang, you can stay for even cheaper than that. A 1-bedroom will cost you around $260 a month. A Coca-Cola will cost you about 50 cents. You can get a meal for under $2, and you can get a fufu coffee down there for about $1.50. Nomad List estimates the cost for locals in Georgetown at about $400 a month, for expats about $750 a month, and for digital nomads, about $1,000 a month. So even more affordable down in Georgetown, Penang. A few years ago, it was listed as one of Lonely Planet's top 5 places to visit. So you should definitely check out Georgetown if you come to Malaysia. So the last thing, and probably Malaysia's greatest asset, are its people. You're not gonna get like the swadika you get in Thailand or the excessive amount of bows you get in Japan, but what you're gonna find is an extremely witty and funny group of people that'll poke fun at you and poke fun at themselves. They love to talk about their country, their food, and how multicultural Malaysia is. But not in a mean-spirited kind of way, in a hey, let's laugh at one another kind of way. Everybody in Malaysia is either dude, babe, or boss. Because I'm a little bit older, I get called boss all the time. If you're a female, you'll get called babe by men and women. It's just terms of endearment that Malaysian people use, and it's actually pretty endearing if you ask me. One of Malaysia's greatest strengths is its multiculturalism. It's amazing to me that despite having so many ethnic groups, so many religious groups, they've been able to live pretty harmoniously over their history. And that's not to say everything is perfect, but the rest of the world could learn a lot from Malaysia on how to coexist. Okay, so those are the 5 reasons that I love Malaysia. If you agree, disagree, or you want to add some reasons to love Malaysia, please comment below. Thanks for watching.
Oh